Hello, my name is Alex, and this is Much Think. I want to talk about Ni No Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom today because I've been playing a lot of it, but I haven't quite finished it yet, so I can't do like my normal deep dive thing. So instead, I wanted to just put together a quick checklist of sorts of my brief thoughts, which I think will be particularly useful if you're looking to get into the game. Now, I know there's been a bit of a debate around the game post-launch, so more than anything, I just want to be able to give you some proper expectations going into it. Number one, you do not need to have played the original Ni No Kuni to play this game. They are set in the same world, but it's separated by hundreds of years. Also, the plot of the first game is referenced in a cool way during an early puzzle, so even if you missed that title, you'll get a bit of a summary of it there. Number two, in Ni No Kuni 2, it's primarily the story of Evan, a boy who was ousted from his kingdom and then takes it upon himself to build a new, better kingdom. Helping him is Roland, a man from another world with some leadership experience of his own, and I won't say more for the sake of spoiling it. I find it really engaging though, as there's a lot of reason to want these characters to succeed. Number three, in my opinion, this is the most important point I can make. It sounds like a spoiler, but I promise it isn't. At the start of Chapter 4, about 6-ish hours into the game, you unlock the ability to build your own kingdom, and this activity becomes the core of the game. You go on side quests to recruit citizens to your kingdom, and then you build facilities where you can do things like research weapons, armor, and spells to give yourself better stuff. After this point, everything in the game is designed to serve the purpose of improving your kingdom. You have to defend it from invaders in the skirmish mode. When you go into battle, you'll earn resources, which you can just pump right back into your kingdom. And scattered all over the world are these golden lights, which also give you resources. I love this part of the game because it gives you a real sense of ownership in the world, and you can see how your actions are changing the world in a tangible way, as compared to just going around and fighting things through battles like most JRPGs would have you do. If you aren't sure about this game, I think you should play it up to Chapter 4, see how the game changes for you, and then make your decision. It's just a shame that it takes so long to get there, because... Number 4. There's no other way to say it, the combat in this game is easy. Like baby's first JRPG easy. It's action-based, similar to Star Ocean if you've played that. Without getting too into the weeds here, you have 3 characters in battle at a time. You can switch between them on the fly. You also have up to 4 support characters called Higgledies, which can attack alongside you, heal you, and any number of other effects. It's a lot of fun, but the problem is that the enemies aren't strong enough or numerous enough to give you trouble in most situations. You often don't even get the chance to activate your Higgledy special effects because the battles are over too quickly. This is a particularly problem in the beginning of the game, when combat feels like it's the main mechanic, but it becomes less of an issue once you start building your kingdom. This is one of the more contentious points for some people, but I think that the game did a better job of telling you that combat isn't super important. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. So don't grind, there's no need, and maybe even put off upgrading your equipment if you want to keep yourself weaker to enemies around you. Number 5. Another thing I see popping up in conversations is, well, how the game handles conversations. There are voiced cutscenes, but most of the dialogue in the game is text only, with characters occasionally voicing a word or two for emphasis. This leads to a lot of text, so be prepared to read. I'm used to text-heavy games, so I'm fine with it. I think the voiced accents are actually a cool touch, but I know a lot of gamers are going to wish the whole thing was voiced. Number 6. Now for some straight-up positive stuff, I want to talk about how great the characters are. You can tell a lot of love and care went into each of these characters you interact with, as they all feel like real people with distinct personalities. Your party companions get the most time, of course, and I love them. Tani is my favorite because she's spunky and she can steal things in battle. I love the character arc that Evan goes through. Even from the beginning, you see him growing. And number 7, finally, while on the subject of design, you've probably noticed that the art style is gorgeous. The original Ni No Kuni was co-developed by Studio Ghibli, the animation studio best known for hits like Spirited Away and My Neighbor Totoro. And while they are no longer involved in Ni No Kuni 2, the main developers, Level 5, have continued the Ghibli-esque art style and created something that is just a joy to look at. I think they've really done an excellent job of capturing that Ghibli look. Even during regular gameplay, it has a drawn quality to it, which makes the whole world look like its own unique thing. Bottom line, I like this game a lot. It's charming, funny, gameplay is solid, even if it's a little bit too easy at times. And I'm 100% serious when I say if you're on the fence, maybe go rent it, get yourself to that kingdom building part, see how you feel about it. Newcomers to JRPGs may actually have a better time from the start, as it's very user-friendly. Could even be a good entry point to the genre. And that'll be it for this brief thoughts video. I hope it was brief enough for you. If I didn't answer your burning question, drop it below. I'll do my best to answer. And if you like what you saw and would like to see more of it, please consider subscribing to see the next video I put out. Till then, thanks for watching.